Hello, this is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest with Everyone. How's everyone doing today? And as always, I'll remind you if you have not, go below this screen and hit that subscribe button so you can join us every time we broadcast. This is about Tiffany Haddish. Just the recent story is that a male escort spilled the beans on her, saying that Tiffany Haddish paid him $10K a week to please her. I was like, well, if that's your job, but this just tells me that celebrities probably have to be the most careful people when their business gets out there, because people are always looking for a payday. And sure, this male escort was looking for a payday too. But dude, you've been getting paid $10K a week. Okay, let's get some imagery up here. Let me show you this headline. This is actually from MTO News, which is probably no more than a dirt sheet anyway. And let me let you read this headline. Male escort claims Tiffany Haddish paid him $10K a week to please her. I mean, he says her reason is she doesn't have time to sustain a relationship because she's so busy. And look at this woman. Don't tell me she cannot get piped for free. Come on now. There are guys out there that will fuck the lining out of her for free. She wouldn't have to pay a dime. but that's just my honest opinion. It's and plus, if that's really her reasoning, like he says, that's kind of lazy. There are plenty of celebrities that have been able to carry on relationships during their busy lives. So that just can't be the reason. Just say you just like certain kinds of dudes that you like paying for dick. Yeah, and also this particular male escort provided text messages, photos, and private financial information for Tiffany, and they say his story seems very credible. I'm just saying, man, serious. So basically what this guy did it for, he put her business out there because he was looking for a payday, because this guy's now claiming that he found God and all this other stuff, blah, blah, blah. And then he told MTO News, and I quote, Tiffany is not really a freak, but she likes sex and a lot of it. You have to put in about 2 hours of work every time for her. But she's willing to pay for your effort. She was by far my best client. And he continues, and I quote, she wanted me to be there to please her. She didn't pretend it was a relationship or mutual sex. I knew that I was there to please every inch of her body, and she was just going to lay back and let me do it. Okay, so basically what he's saying is, if Tiffany Haddish is a starfish, and in sex terms, a starfish is a woman that just lays there. I don't know, either through some form of ego, or she doesn't like doing the things to please the other guy. If a man has ever run into a starfish, as I described, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. These girls think that their pussy is so fucking good that they don't have to do anything in bed but just lay on their backs with their legs open. But, I mean, this ain't about Tiffany Haddish being a starfish either. Just wanted to let y'all in on what that terminology was. He says he no longer works with Tiffany, and he turned his life around and found God. Now, I'm going to tell you what my granddaddy used to tell me. How in the hell you find God if God is all around you? Okay, but this is also not about my granddaddy. This is about Tiffany Haddish. I was like, well, I've already spoken my piece on what I think about women who get escorts. It's not like you can't get any dick. And look at Tiffany Haddish. Just look at her. She's a very attractive woman. And by the way, I love Tiffany Haddish and Keanu. The Key and Peele movie about the kitten. Oh man, that movie was surprisingly funny. And I was like, wow, Tiffany Haddish is doing a really good job in this film. Yeah, but I mean, those are her escort blues. And honestly, as long as you're not harming anyone, that's your business. That's your business. That's her business. And I know there's going to be some guy out there that's going to say, well, if this was a male comedian and he was getting escort, they'll call him all kinds of things. And to that guy, I say, you are absolutely correct. Of course it will be negative on a man. Yeah. Let me tell somebody I got an escort. They gonna call me all kinds of desperate, pervert, get yourself tested for STDs, all kinds of shit. and it just kind of, I don't know, this kind of shows you a double standard, because I haven't seen any Tiffany Haddish ain't shit post anywhere. All right. But you know, she's kind of extra. And like, she's very extra. I mean, if you see her Instagram posts, she was being extra, and a lot of people complained about that because they're like, well, why is she acting like that in front of white people? Oh my gosh. And it's like, whatever, dude. I mean, I'll show y'all that. But this is why I say she's extra as fuck. And I'm about to show you something that happened a while back. Let me see. Let me get to that clip. This is from Clever News, another YouTube channel. And this one is entitled, Tiffany Haddish Hops Over Red Carpet to Meet Meryl Streep. And, you know, this is, oops. You know, I got one of these funny screens with the funny touchpad. Yeah, this is why I say she's kind of extra. Besides the recent Instagram posts, which I will show you if I can find it. This is her interacting with Meryl Streep on a red carpet rope. Watch. Now, please tell me this isn't extra what she did, but just watch for the next 2 minutes.
Tiffany Haddish leaps over a rope to meet Meryl Streep. Let's just say she ready. You guys, Tiffany Haddish is just the gift that keeps on giving. She literally is all of us. It's no secret she was one of the biggest blowout stars of 2017, next to Cardi B, of course. And watching her blow up, it's watching her meet all of our favorite celebs. You know, now that she's on all the red carpets and stuff with them. Earlier this evening, Tiffany told Ryan Seacrest on the Oscars red carpet that she wanted to find Meryl Streep and ask her to be her mom in the upcoming film Girls Trip 2, because who wouldn't want Meryl to play their mom, right? Tiffany Haddish is a woman of her word,
a lot of people
on the red carpet saw Meryl Streep, left the press line, lifted her dress, and straight up leaped over the rope to meet her. If you're not dying over that clip or an instant fan of Tiffany yet, Haddish proceeded to lift up her long gown and curtsy, aka bow down to Meryl.
Bow down to Meryl Streep. Yeah, now you can't tell me that the only you can't tell me that the case ain't the they only hate white women when black men are dating them, and then they don't even hate white women. Then they just hate the black guy. You bow down, and still you call somebody, you call them Becky. Don't ever bow down. But you know, anyway, just let me see if I can find his Instagram post. Okay. I'll tell you, screen sharing is such a gift. Tiffany Haddish Instagram. Oh boy. Tiffany Haddish Instagram. Let me see if I can find it, because it got posted in the group. It got posted in the group, and people were complaining about it. And oh, here it is. And you know, this is the one that everybody's complaining about. Yep. Here's what she says: we are just having fun. on the set of The Last OG. I hear that is a very funny show starring Tracy Morgan. So let's see what all the fuss is about.
But I can't, because I'm pregnant by your man. I will fight you, but I can't, because I'm pregnant by your man. I will fight you, but I ain't give a fuck. I will fight you, but I ain't give a fuck. I will fight you, but I can't give a fuck, because I'm pregnant by your man. I will fight you, but I can't. I will pregnant by your man. I will fight you, but I can't, because I'm pregnant by your man. That's right, bitch.
And that's the baby daddy right there.
That's the baby daddy.
Well, right there.
That's the baby daddy. That's the baby daddy. But I can't.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, that's enough. The lyrics that she was using was, I would fight you, but I can't because I'm pregnant by your man. Okay. A lot of people felt like that. A lot of people felt like that was just going in a little bit too far. You got millions of followers, and you saying this on Instagram, and another complaint. Oh, she was doing it in front of white people. Let me tell you something. Just about everything in this country is done in front of white people, including our conversations. It is up to you whether you want that to matter or not. Anyway, let me stop sharing the screen. Yeah. Well, anyway, so what do y'all think? Is she just being extra? Is she just being extra or something? Is she doing this for attention? Because she's definitely getting it. And whether people like it or not, bad publicity is still very much publicity. Yes. And I mean, like, I don't have a real problem with Tiffany Haddish or whatever she's doing, because I grew up in the 90s, pre-SJW era, where comedians were raunchy as fuck. And personally, I think people need to stop being so fucking sensitive. But that's just me. That's just me. Stop being so goddamn sensitive. Tiffany Haddish is a comedian. And to say the least, whether she conducts herself extra as fucking public or not, whatever she doing is working. That shit is working. All right, guys, this is BMBBHWE. This is Kev, and as I said at the beginning of the video, if you like our stuff, please subscribe, hit the notification, hit the bell. Or even if you don't like our stuff, I am bound to say something that you like or you will agree with. And that's not a requirement to agree with me on everything. So I hope y'all having a great week, and I will talk to y'all later about something. Peace.